everybody, Gabby here. It's been a really long time, but I'm here with a battle of the day. It's been, oh my god, probably like 3 weeks since I've recorded one of these. A lot has happened in that time. I had some really strong regionals performances and one not so strong national performance, but it's okay because, I'm in theory doing this for fun, and ultimately it got me the CP I needed to be 11th right now in the country, which is absolutely insane. So yeah, anyways, looks like we got paired up against 1527 person here, running Jellicent, Chandelure, Machamp, Mawile, Amoonguss, and Politoed. Kind of a weird team. I would think that having Politoed and Chandelure on the same team would be kind of counterintuitive almost, but I can see how Politoed and Jellicent could work well together. Jellicent getting both Water Absorb and Curse Body, and has the potential for Trick Room, which honestly, looking at the Pokemon I see in front of me, if this team doesn't Trick Room, then something's wrong. So knowing that it's probably going to Trick Room and really only seeing one counter for Scrafty, I'm going to go ahead and lead Metagross Scrafty with Amoonguss. And here's where it gets tricky. Honestly, I think I'm going to bring Ludicolo in without Rain because there's not much Politoed can do here, and Ludicolo can super effectively hit a lot of his team and potentially Scald Burn everything else. So that seems like good odds for me. Let's find out what's going to happen. Good luck and have fun. Vikingo? Is that like supposed to be Viking or something? I don't know. Anyways. Let's see. Vikingo leads Jellicent Machamp, and looks like Scrafty and Metagross is going to have a pretty decent matchup. Intimidate will certainly help Scrafty survive any attacks that Machamp could throw at it. As for Trick Room, honestly, I'm a little bit more worried about the burn right now, but that being said, I think I'm just going to go ahead, Mega Evolve, and just attack on both sides. I'm not really playing this too smart, but I've noticed a lot that recently I've been over-predicting people, so I'm trying to keep things a little bit basic until I at least have a baseline, basically, of what I can expect this person to do. Jellicent goes for Protect, which will mean Zen Headbutt will thankfully connect with that Machamp, and will KO? Yeah, long gone. So not much happening this turn, which is fine with me. Machamp was really one of his main counters by Scrafty, so provided he doesn't send Mawile in, which honestly, like, of course he would. He'd be stupid not to. Yeah, so I think it's time for Scrafty to head on out of here. Send in my Amoonguss. As for Metagross, I do know it's at -1, however, I wouldn't be surprised if he Play Roughs or Sucker Punches and then sets up Trick Room here. So I'm going to go ahead and try and get that substitute up. And then I can just start Iron Heading things for some damage. Again, I'm really setting up substitute here to try and stall out the inevitable Trick Room. And double switching is never a good idea unless you have a really good reason to, which I don't, so it's fine. Mawile does go for the Sucker Punch. It fails because I did set up that substitute. Perfect. And Jellicent goes for the Trick Room, meaning my Amoonguss should at least be slower than that Mawile, so I can put it to sleep. And then I can just start racking up chip damage on that Jellicent. So let's do this. Mawile goes for Sucker Punch again. Does connect with Metagross because I am attacking this turn. No big deal. It's going to sleep next turn, so I'm happy. I probably could have predicted that a little bit more and either Rage Powdered or just flat out protected on Metagross, but I was more concerned about damage. And Jellicent gets the burn on Metagross, which is going to effectively cripple it for the rest of this match. But again, I'm not too worried about things. It would have been nice if that did more damage, though. So I think here the play is to just start putting more things to sleep, and yeah, I think Metagross isn't really going to do much, if anything, now, and I think it'd actually be better to use it as a safe switch-in for Scrafty. So I could possibly rack up multiple Intimidates on his Mawile. But yeah, thankfully he did Sucker Punch last turn, meaning this turn is his one turn of mandatory sleep, so I don't have to worry too much. And Jellicent goes for Protect, which is probably the smart play. Knowing that I would probably switch out or attack or do something, maybe Giga Drain, which I don't have. So now, I don't think Mawile is going to wake up this turn. I really hope it doesn't. So I'm going to actually put Jellicent to sleep and go for a bulk up on Scrafty. This will allow me to do more damage once I am attacking, which will be nice. And I hope that, I think +1 knockoff will get Jellicent very close to being knocked out. So I don't remember my calcs exactly, but I do know that last time I tried something like this, it got in the red. So that was pretty cool. And now I'm going to start Rage Powdering on Amoonguss just because in case one of these guys does wake up, I don't want to risk it at all. So, and Mawile has a 50% shot of waking up this turn, which happened. So this way, Amoonguss is fine, Scrafty's fine, we're all fine, everything's fine. So Knockoff does get the KO at +1, which is glorious. Jellicent faints, so it can no longer burn anything. And Trick Room ends too, which means Scrafty will now be faster than that Mawile. But Amoonguss will be slower. Though he does have Chandelure, I really doubt he's going to try and set up Trick Room here again. In fact, if I were him, I'd Heat Wave, play rough. I'm not too afraid of Mawile right now. I'm more afraid of that Chandelure, so I'm going to go ahead and try and knock off and protect on Amoonguss. If he goes for Trick Room, he'll be slower. Okay, looks like he went for Trick Room. So he's not getting Trick Room up, which I think was his only shot at a win condition here. I do have... Oh, it's... Oh, whoa, okay, it was slow specs. Interesting. Okay, sure. But yeah, this pretty much ends the game here. I mean, I'm going to try and save Scrafty, or he could just forfeit. That works too. So yeah, good game. That was a really nice warm-up battle, and it looks like we're only 7 minutes in, so let's get another one of these down, since I owe you guys for disappearing for 3 weeks. Yeah, let's continue battling. And let's pick party, and let's continue. So yeah, I am planning on doing a team report at some point in time about my regionals team. It's a matter of time, and I'm not really sure what's the best format for that. I know a lot of people like to do written reports on Nugget Bridge, but I'm not the most aggressive writer, I'll phrase it. Getting me to sit down and write like an essay is like pulling teeth. Real quick, Landorus, Gardevoir, Milotic, Hippowdon, Ninetales, Lucario. I almost said Ludicolo. Very interesting team. Has the potential for 2 different weather forms, neither of which really are helpful to this team, which might be reflected by the fact that this person's at 1485. But yet again, I was like at 1450 at one point on this stream, so who knows? So knowing that, I don't really want to lead with my rain, because I have a feeling I'm just going to switch it in after turn 1 anyways. So I think I'm going to lead Thundurus, Metagross, and then Politoed Ludicolo should help me clean up here just fine, provided I win the Weather War. So I'll just, you know, make my moves trying to ensure that I'm the last weather standing, and hopefully that'll work out. Good luck, have fun, Ash Pokechew. Oh, so cute. I shouldn't be laughing. I mean, my name on this card is weird too, but for those of you who don't know, the name's actually from what used to be called Unprofessional Pokemon, which was a stream that me and Dr. Fidget did every Friday night, along with Chalky occasionally, which was tons of fun. But unfortunately, we had to stop because Fidget moved far away, and yeah. Anyways, looking here, I mean, obviously Ninetales is the bigger threat, but I'm gonna switch out Politoed, or switch in Politoed here, so I'm not too worried. I actually want to cripple his Lucario, because if he led with it, I feel like that might be the Mega. I thought it could be Gardevoir, but I think I was wrong. I mean, non-Mega Lucario is certainly like a threat, but I don't think so on this team. I think that it's probably Mega. Nope, not Mega at all. So Thunder Wave will connect, but that could have been a misplay depending on what moves he has. No, we're fine. Shadow Claw, Fire Blast. Gonna do a little bit above half total. Again, totally not worried at all. If he decides to keep Ninetales in, it's not going to do much damage to either of these things. I would be really surprised if he didn't switch it out here, so I'm just going to go ahead and try and call that and double into the Lucario slot. I know I crippled it already with Paralysis. That might have been a mistake, and doubling into the Ninetales slot might have been preferred, but considering it's a Gardevoir and I still have a Metagross in the back, again, not really that worried. Giving it Prankster, though, could be problematic, but I really don't think so. Hydro Pump connects, no Sash on that Lucario, so I'll actually target 1-1, which, again, works out great for me. Bringing that Gardevoir down to almost exactly half, and he's probably going to send in Ninetales here. Yep, there it is. So, as tempting as it is to set up more Paralysis here, I gotta get Politoed out safely somehow. So I'm actually just gonna press the Swagger button, because if I paralyze Ninetales, then it'll be slower than Politoed if we ever get to the point where we send in both at once, which would be really bad. So instead, I'm going to just hope that maybe Confusion will spare me from a Stab Sun Heat Wave here. Probably not. I would be really surprised if Thundurus doesn't die this turn, considering that Gardevoir is probably just going to go straight for the Hyper Voice button. But, I mean, I have Citrus on here. I will live one Hyper Voice if my memory serves correct, so it really depends on whether or not that Ninetales can attack. Gardevoir does go for Hyper Voice. Nope, never mind, I didn't live. Oops. So, Thundurus is dead. Ninetales does connect Fire Blast with Ludicolo. Should not kill, but it burned, which is not good, meaning I'll be dead in a turn. But I can get Weather back in here. It's not really the most ideal play, but I really don't want to potentially eat fire. So I'm going to do something kind of unorthodox here. I'm going to go ahead and switch Politoed out immediately, knowing that he might / probably will switch out that Ninetales. And then I'm just going to go for the Scald on Gardevoir. Maybe I'll kill it. I don't know what he has in the back. If he were smart, it would be Milotic, honestly. But I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know what else he would have brought. Gardevoir protects. He does not switch Ninetales out. That was probably a very good play. I should have just attacked that Ninetales. Maybe he'll be confused. No, he goes for Extra Sensory onto my Metagross, which isn't going to do anything. But again, now we can switch out that Ninetales and get Sun Up, which is not good at all. That play actually might have just cost me the game. And again, like, I was thinking that he would do something really smart, where if I would have just stayed in and Hydro Pumped his Ninetales, I would have been all set. But because I'm not all set, I think my only option here is to hope that Hydro Pump connects with Gardevoir, knocks it out, I get sub up so I can survive one turn of fire damage or whatever, and then can just kind of deal with things from here. And he has Landorus in the back, so it's really good that I still have Clear Body, so at least I don't get intimidated, because that would have made things a lot worse. But that still means like Earthquake, Heat Wave probably next turn. Neither of those things, which I'm going to be happy about. Hydro Pump does connect though, which is nice. Does get the KO again, so it could be worse, but it's not that good. Just trying to think. I mean, if he were to Earthquake here, he'd have to protect on his Ninetales. And if it's Scarf Lando, that would mean next turn he would just like kill it, basically. So I'm gonna try and I'm gonna protect here. I'm gonna just Hydro Pump that Lando because I'm locked into it with Scarf. Maybe I'll get lucky and he will Earthquake his own Ninetales, but I doubt it. Yep, okay, cool. He did go for Rock Slide. Again, that's the right play. I really backed myself into a corner. Maybe if this... Oh no, not even if that was a crit. Ninetales goes for Heat Wave. Doesn't break my sub. Does decent damage to Politoed. And gets another burn. Not good. Not good at all. Alright. I can still win this if I get lucky, but I'm kind of skeptical of that fact. Rock Slide cannot kill Politoed, it cannot flinch Politoed, and Hydro Pump has to connect on Landorus. And I have to outspeed that Ninetales potentially, and or have my sub not break here, which I don't think it will, but oh god, did Politoed die? Yeah, that might be game. Unless Zen Headbutt here kills or flinches. Come on, flinch. Oh. Or Heat Wave misses, which it didn't. But we got this down to Rock Slide rolls. So that's cool. And if I wanted to be like kind of a jerk, I could PP stall here, but I'm not gonna do that. I worry about accuracy here with Zen Headbutt, but I don't think Iron Head would get the KO, even though it's so low. So we're just gonna start playing the RNG rolls. Alright, Metagross avoids the attack. Zen Headbutt connects. Oh my god, Hack's pulling it through. Okay. If I can connect one Iron Head with that Landorus, I win, but I really don't deserve to win this. Oh my god. The RNG is just pulling it through tonight. Rock Slide will connect here. I mean, it's not going to do a lot of damage. And then there's the Iron Head. Good game. Good game. It's all about that RNG, man. All about that RNG. Alright. So I'm going to call this a night. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, you should like this video, share it with your friends, leave a comment, follow me on Twitter, and if you want to battle, I am not really sure when I'm going to be taking challengers again. I think I might slow things down so I can focus more on Nats prep. But yeah, hit me up on Twitter, you never know. That was the battles of today. Bye!